In this lesson, we are going to focus on this question, which was taken from a Cambridge Ordinary Level Mathematics paper written in June 2007. The question reads, we have to evaluate a quarter, 1 over 4 plus 1 over 7. So we have to know how we add fractions in order for us to be able to answer A. So we want to add 1 over 4 plus 1 over 7. There are many methods of going about this, but I'm mainly going to show you two methods. The first method is the conventional or the traditional method, which we use to answer this question. What we need when we are adding fractions, we need what we refer to as a common denominator. And our common denominator, this is simply a number where 4 and 7 are factors of that particular number. Or if we want to be more technical, a common denominator is the lowest common multiple of 4 and 7. The easiest way to find a common denominator is simply to multiply 4 and 7, which are the denominators. So we can write our answer, or we can have our common denominator as 28, but I prefer we write it like this: 4 times 7, like that. Then the next step is we say this 4 into our common denominator. We can see that this 4 is going to cancel out this 4. We are left with the 7. That 7 multiplying 1, we get 7. Then it's plus 7 into the common denominator. The 7s are going to cancel out. We are left with 4. 4 times 1, we also get 4. So this is going to be equal to, what is 7 plus 4? 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 over. Now since we are writing our final answer, we can then multiply 4 times 7 to get 28. Can we reduce 11 over 28 into lowest terms? We cannot. It's already in its lowest terms. The reason might be 11 is a prime number, but this 11 is not a factor of 28. So we do not have a number which divides into 11 and 28 without leaving a remainder. Our answer is 11 over 28. That is what we do. Now we do have a quicker way of going about this, which is not so much traditional or conventional, but gets you to the answer. So what you do is you take this 7, you multiply by 1, so it's 7 times 1, plus you take this 4, you multiply by 1, 4 times 1. This is over, you take the denominators and you multiply them, 4 times 7. If you look closely, you can see that what we have written here, it's the same as what we have written here, to mean our answer is going to be 11 over 28. So this is what we do when we are adding fractions. The same principles are going to apply when we are subtracting fractions. If you have any questions on what we have done, you can ask them in the comments. Let us answer B. B is saying it's 1 and 7 over 8 plus 3 over 16. So there are also many ways of answering this, but I'm going to demonstrate only two ways. So the first way is we should express both fractions or both terms as fractions. What I mean is we take 1 and 7 over 8, which is a mixed number, and we convert it to an improper fraction. How do we do that? 8 times 1, we get 8. Then that 8 plus 7 is 15. So 1 and 7 over 8 is the same as 15 over 8. And this is adding 3 over 16. Now since both terms are now fractions, we need a common denominator. So our common denominator here, it's easily going to be 16, because 8 is a factor of 16. In other words, 8 divides perfectly into 16 without leaving a remainder. And of course, 16 divides into 16. Then we are going to say What is 8 into 16? It's 2. That 2 is going to multiply 15, like that, plus 16 into 16, it's 1. That 1 is multiplying 3. We can write it like this. Now 2 times 15, that is 30, plus 3 times 1, or 1 times 3, that's 3 over 16. So what are we getting out of this? So this is going to be equal to 30 plus 3, 33 over 16. So we can leave our answer like this, but I think it best to convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. If we are to do that, 16 into 33, we know that 16 multiplying 2, it gives us 32. So 16 gets into 33 twice with a remainder of 1 over 16. This is going to be our mixed number final answer. Let us go about this in a different way. So the reason why I employ or use different methods is simply because I am teaching students who have different abilities. So you have to pick your poison. You have to choose a method which works best for you. Now our second method is going to be, we have 1 and 7 over 8 plus 3 over 16. What we do is, we are going to firstly add the whole number part. So here we have 1 and here we have nothing. To mean it's going to be 1. So we have added the whole number part to separate the fractions. Then we are going to take a common denominator, which is 16. 8 into 16, that is 2. 2 times 7, it's 14, plus 16 into 16, it's 1. 1 times 3, that is 3. So this is equal to, what is 14 plus 3? 15, 16, 17. It's 17 over 16. We cannot leave our answer like this, because a mixed number should not have an improper fraction. It should have a proper fraction. So we have to convert this part to a proper fraction. But before we do that, we have to understand something. When we say 1 and 17 over 16, we are actually meaning 1 plus 17 over 16, like that. So this then becomes equal to 1 plus 17 into 16 into 17, it's 1, with the remainder of 1 over 16. And we can just add the whole numbers, 1 plus 1, that is 2, and then that fraction comes back as it is. And as you can see, our answers are going to be the same. So you can do it this way, you can do it that way. Both ways are going to give you your answer. If you have derived benefit from this lesson, may you consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. If you want to join our private class to learn O-level mathematics, Cambridge, you should WhatsApp us on the number I'm writing on the board, +263 71 521 3310. Thank you and have a nice day.